Hello, my dear friends. Welcome to VUS Learning English Podcast. My name is Anna, and I am so happy you are here with me today. If you are new here, welcome. We are a family of learners, and we are so happy to have you. If you are a returning listener, thank you for coming back. It means so much to me that you are here again. Today, we are going to talk about something very interesting. It is a topic that might surprise you. We are going to talk about boring habits. Yes, boring habits. Things that are not exciting. Things that we do every day. Can these simple, boring habits really change your life? Let's find out together in this episode. I think you will feel inspired. Thank you so much for choosing to listen today. Your time is a gift, and I am grateful for it. If you enjoy our time together, please think about giving this episode a like. Or you can follow or subscribe to our channel. When you do this, you help our podcast grow. It helps other English learners just like you find our community. It is a small click for you, but a big help for us. Thank you for that. I always love to know where you are listening from. It makes me feel connected to you. Are you in Vietnam or Japan? Maybe you are in Brazil or the United States. Please tell me in the comments. I love to read them. Okay, are you ready? Let's begin. Part 1. The boring friend. I want you to think about a friend. Do you have a friend who is a little boring? I say boring with love, of course. This is the friend who has a very simple life. They go to bed early every night, maybe at 10 p.m., even on a Saturday night. When you are out with friends, they are at home, sleeping. This is the friend whose idea of a fun night is organizing their books, or maybe cleaning their kitchen. This is the friend who eats the same breakfast every morning, every single day. A simple bowl of oatmeal, perhaps. They eat it without fail, like a little breakfast robot. Their life is very predictable. It is very quiet. It is very simple. Now think about your life. Maybe you are different. Maybe you are always looking for something new. You are chasing the next big thing to make your life better. You read books about new morning routines. You listen to podcasts about success. You want to try the new ice bath. Everyone says it will change your life. You download a new app on your phone. This app will finally organize your life, you hope. You are trying so many new things. You are putting in so much effort. And your quiet friend, they are just living their simple life. They are not trying new things every day. They are just being boring. But have you ever stopped to notice something? Something very interesting is happening. While you are busy looking for a secret to success, while you are feeling tired from trying so many things, your boring friend seems to be doing very well. They are quietly getting ahead in life. They are saving money. Their bank account is slowly growing. They look healthy. They look calm. They are not stressed. They have a special kind of confidence. It is a quiet confidence. It is a strong confidence. It can be a little annoying to see, can it? You are the one who is working so hard. You are the one reading all the books. You are the one listening to all the podcasts. They are just slowly moving along, step by step, day by day. So, what is their secret? What if I told you their boring life is not a problem? What if I told you it is the solution? What if their simple, repetitive, everyday life is the real secret to success? Today, we are going to explore this idea. we are going to understand why the most boring people you know are secretly winning. We are going to talk about a powerful idea. It is the power of small, consistent habits. Yes, boring habits. These habits are like a secret engine. They are quiet, you cannot see them easily, but they are pushing life forward in a powerful way. Pre-pause. This is the compounding power of habits. Let's talk more about this. Part 2, the lie of quick change. The world we live in today tells us a story. It is a very exciting story. It is a very tempting story. You see it on the internet, you see it in books, you see it in movies. The story is this: transformation is a big event. It is a lightning strike, a sudden moment of change, a breakthrough that happens very fast. We have been taught to think this way. We believe that to change our lives, we need to do something huge. We think we need a 30-day challenge, or we need to change our job completely, or maybe we need to move to a new country. We want the explosion. We want the fireworks. We want to see a big change right now. But real growth, the kind of growth that lasts for a long time, it is almost never like that. Real growth is more like a tree. It is not like a firework. A firework is beautiful and bright for a second, and then it is gone. A tree starts as a tiny seed. You almost can't see it. But with water and sun and time, it grows. Slowly, quietly, day after day, year after year, until it becomes a big, strong tree. Real growth in our lives is like that tree. It is the result of tiny actions, small, almost invisible actions, actions that we repeat over and over and over again. There is a wonderful book called Atomic Habits. It is written by James Clear. In this book, he explains this idea perfectly. He writes that the effects of your habits multiply. They get bigger and bigger as you repeat them. On day 1, a small habit seems to do nothing. On day 2, you still see no difference. After a week, the change is still very small. But after months and after years, the change can be enormous. It can be huge. This is the magic of compounding. It is the magic of small things adding up. We understand this idea with money. If you invest a small amount of money when you are young and you let it grow for many years, it can become a very large amount of money. We understand this, but we often forget to use this same idea in our own lives. The truth is so simple. Habits are the compound interest of self-improvement. Let me say that again. Habits are the compound interest of self-improvement. This means that small, good habits will grow into big, amazing results over time. And which habits give the biggest results? They are almost always the most boring habits, the least exciting ones. They are boring, and that is why they work. Their boringness is a filter, it is a test. Most people quit these habits. Why? Because they are boring. They don't give you a quick feeling of excitement. It doesn't feel like you're making progress. So most people stop. They go looking for a new exciting life hack. But some people don't stop. These are the disciplined people, your boring friends. They are strong enough to stay with the boring habits. And so they get the amazing rewards. The rewards that add up over time. So let's learn from them. Let's look at their playbook. Let's understand their simple, powerful secrets. Part 3, the boring habit of morning hydration. Let's start with a habit that is so boring, it is almost funny. It is drinking a glass of water when you wake up. That's it. Just a simple glass of water. Not a special coffee with butter in it. Not an expensive green juice that costs $12. Not a strange magic drink with 15 different powders. Just plain, simple water. Your boring friend does this every morning. They do it without even thinking. It is automatic for them. Think about your morning. Maybe you are still in bed. You are scrolling on your phone. You are trying to decide which new routine to try today. But your friend has already done something very important. They have already given their body and their brain the most important thing it needs: water. Think about it like this. You sleep for 6 or 7 or 8 hours. During this time, you did not drink anything. But your body was losing water. Just by breathing, you lose water. So when you wake up, your body is naturally a little dehydrated. This means it needs water. This is not a small thing. It is a very big thing. It directly affects how you feel. It affects how you think. Even being a little dehydrated can make you feel tired. It can give you brain fog, which is when you can't think clearly. It can even cause a small headache in the morning. Being dehydrated can make it hard to focus. Your day has just started, but you are already feeling slow. That first glass of water is a solution. It is the simplest way to turn on your body's engine. It is the quickest way to wake up your system. It immediately helps you feel more alert. It helps your brain work better. It also helps your metabolism. That is the system that gives you energy from food. It helps your digestive system get ready for the day. Now think about how this adds up. Think about the compounding effect. Day after day, your boring friend starts the morning with a happy brain. A hydrated brain that is ready to work. A brain that is clear and focused. And you? If you don't drink water, you might be starting your day with a disadvantage. Your brain is a little tired. It's a little foggy. So you reach for coffee. You need caffeine to feel awake, but you are just covering up the problem. The problem is that your body just needs water. Over 1 week, the difference is small. You might not notice it. But over 1 year, it is a huge advantage for your friend. A huge cognitive edge. It means their brain is working better every single day. It is the difference between a brain that is always running well and a brain that is always trying to catch up. This is not about a magic trick. It is not about flushing toxins, a myth you might hear. It is about basic maintenance. It is about taking care of your body. It is like putting oil in a car engine. It is so simple. It is so fundamental. And because it is so simple, we often ignore it. We look for something more exciting, something sexier. But mastering some basics is the foundation of a good life. The simple things are often the most powerful things. So maybe tomorrow morning you can try this. Just 1 glass of water, see how you feel. It is a small, boring, powerful start to your day. Part 4. The boring habit of making your bed. Okay, so drinking water is boring. But this next habit might be the king of boring habits, the king of pointless chores. Making your bed. Why would you make your bed? You are just going to mess it up again tonight. It seems like a waste of time, right? Or is it? This is another habit that your quiet, successful friend does every day. And the reason is very interesting. It has almost nothing to do with having a clean bedroom. The power of this habit is all in your mind. It is all psychological. Making your bed is what experts call a keystone habit. What is a keystone habit? It is a small action that starts a chain reaction. It makes you want to do other good things. Pre-pause. Think about it. When you make your bed, you have finished the first task of the day. It took you only 2 minutes, but you did it. You started and you finished. It is a small win, yes, but it is a win. It gives you a small feeling of pride, a little jolt of success, and it tells your brain something important. It reinforces your identity. It tells you that you are a person who does things. You are a person who finishes what they start. There was a famous speech by a Navy SEAL named Admiral William H. McRaven. He was a very respected leader. In his speech, he said something powerful. He said, "If you want to change the world, start off by making your bed." He explained why. He said making your bed gives you a small sense of pride, and it will encourage you to do another task, and then another task, and another. He also said that making your bed shows that the little things in life are important. This is a psychological domino effect. One small domino falls, and it makes the next one fall, and the next one. That one tiny act of discipline, that one small choice to make your bed. It creates a feeling of order. It creates a feeling of control. And that feeling can stay with you all day long. It sends a message to your brain. The message is, I am in charge. I am in control of my day. I do things with purpose. Now compare that to the other choice. You wake up. You're late. You rush out of your messy room. What message does that send to your brain? It sends the opposite message. It says, I am late. I am behind. My life is messy. The day is controlling me. It is a small thing, but it changes your mindset for the whole day. Also, our outer world often reflects our inner world. Our surroundings affect our feelings. A messy space can contribute to a messy mind. A chaotic room can make you feel more chaotic inside. And think about the end of the day. You come home. Maybe you had a hard day at work. Maybe you feel stressed and tired. You open the door to your bedroom and you see your bed. It is made. It is neat. It is calm. This is a small signal of peace to your brain. It is a tiny safe place in your world. It feels like the bed is saying, welcome home. Rest now. At least one thing today is in order. Your boring friend is not making their bed because their mother told them to. They are doing it because it is a 2-minute habit, a ritual. And this ritual gives them mental clarity and self-discipline for the rest of the day. It is another small, boring habit with a big, powerful result. Part 5, the boring habit of a fixed sleep schedule. And here we are. We have arrived at the most boring habit of all. The habit that people often make fun of. The rigid, non-negotiable bedtime. You know this person. They are the one who leaves the party early. They say no to late-night plans. They look at their watch and say, it's getting late for me. They protect their sleep time. Maybe their sleep time is from 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. They protect these hours like they are made of gold, because they are. We live in a world that loves hustle culture, a world that tells us to work late, to burn the midnight oil. In this world, going to bed early can look like a weakness. It can look like you are not ambitious. It can look like you are missing out on life. But the reality is very different. Your boring friend is playing a different game, a smarter game, and they are winning. Let me explain this simply. Our bodies have an internal clock. It is a 24-hour clock. Scientists call it the circadian rhythm. This body clock is very important. It controls so many things. It controls when you feel sleepy and when you feel awake. It controls your hormones. It controls your energy levels. And this body clock loves one thing more than anything else: consistency, routine, going to bed at the same time, and waking up at the same time. Every day is the single best thing you can do for your body clock. Yes, that means on weekends too. When your schedule is consistent, your body knows what to do. It knows when to release a hormone called melatonin. Melatonin helps you feel sleepy. Your body also knows when to release a hormone called cortisol. Cortisol helps you wake up and feel alert. When you have a consistent schedule, everything works better. You fall asleep more easily. You sleep more deeply. You wake up feeling more refreshed. You have much more stable energy during the day. You're working with your biology. You are not fighting against it. Now think about what most people do. They do something called social jet lag. During the week, from Monday to Friday, they have a good schedule. They go to bed at a reasonable time. They wake up for work or school, pre-pause. But then the weekend comes. On Friday night, they stay up until 2 a.m. On Saturday night, they do it again. Then they sleep late on Saturday and Sunday morning. They think they are catching up on sleep. But what they are really doing is hurting their body clock. They are giving their body jet lag every single weekend. It is like flying from New York to California every Friday night, and then flying back to New York every Sunday night. You are changing your body's time zone. You are pulling it back and forth. Your body gets very confused. Have you ever had that terrible, sleepy, groggy feeling on Monday morning? It's a horrible feeling. We think it's just because the weekend is over. But it is more than that. It is your body struggling to get back to its normal schedule. It is your body feeling the effects of social jet lag. This inconsistent schedule is a form of self-sabotage. It hurts you. It leads to poor sleep. It leads to feeling tired all the time. It leads to brain fog. It makes you want to eat sugar and drink caffeine just to stay awake. So your boring friend who goes to bed early, they are not missing out on fun. They are investing. They are investing in their focus for the next day. They are investing in their mood. They are investing in their long-term health. Every night they go to bed on time is like putting money in a bank account. It is another deposit in their well-being account. And the interest on this account is amazing. It compounds like crazy. Better sleep leads to better decisions. Better decisions lead to a better life. A better life leads to less stress. And less stress leads to, guess what? Even better sleep. It is a powerful upward spiral. It all starts with a simple, boring, consistent bedtime. Part 6. The boring habit of automating decisions. Have you ever noticed this about your boring friend? They often eat the same breakfast every day. Oatmeal maybe, or eggs. Or maybe they wear similar clothes every day. A simple uniform, like a t-shirt and jeans. You might think this is a lack of creativity or a lack of style. But it is not. It is a brilliant strategy. It is a secret weapon. It is a strategy to fight one of the biggest hidden problems of modern life: decision fatigue. What is decision fatigue? It means your brain gets tired from making too many decisions. Think of your brain's decision-making power like a phone battery. In the morning, your battery is at 100. It is full of energy. But from the moment you wake up, every choice you make uses a little of that battery. What should I wear today? Drains one of the battery. What should I have for breakfast? Drains another one. Should I answer this email now or later? Drains another one. Which road should I take to work? Drains another one. Each one of these small choices seems easy. It seems harmless, but they add up. They chip away at your mental energy. They drain your precious battery. This is a real thing. It is a real psychological phenomenon. Scientists have studied it. Studies show that the quality of our decisions gets worse during the day. As our brain battery gets low, we make worse choices. There was a famous study about judges. The study looked at when judges gave parole to prisoners. Parole means a prisoner can leave prison early. The study found that judges were much more likely to give parole in the morning. The prisoners who appeared before the judge early in the day had a better chance. But as the day went on, the judges got tired. They suffered from decision fatigue. Their brain battery was low. So they started making the easier choice, the safer choice, the default choice. And that choice was no. They denied parole more and more in the afternoon. This shows how decision fatigue affects even very important choices. Really successful people understand this problem, and they fight it. People like the former US President, Barack Obama. He famously said that he only wore gray or blue suits. Why? To eliminate a small decision from his day. He did not want to waste his brain energy on clothes. He needed that energy for very important decisions about his country. Mark Zuckerberg, the founder of Facebook, does the same thing. He is famous for wearing his gray t-shirt. He is not making a fashion statement. He is saving his mental energy. Now let's go back to your friend, the friend with the daily bowl of oatmeal. That friend is doing the exact same thing as Obama and Zuckerberg, just on a smaller scale. By making breakfast a routine, by making it an automatic choice, they are saving their brain battery. They are saving their best mental energy for the big things, the things that really matter, like solving a difficult problem at work, or having an important conversation with their family, or planning their finances for the future. Meanwhile, think about the person who does not do this. Their morning is full of useless choices. They stand in front of their closet for 10 minutes. What should I wear? This shirt or that one? They are draining their battery. Then they stand in front of the fridge for 5 minutes. What should I eat? I don't know what I want. They are draining their battery even more. They are using their precious morning energy on things that have zero impact on their big goals in life. This boring habit of automating decisions is a superpower. It is the art of ignoring what does not matter. So you can focus all your energy on what does matter. It is about being strategic with your attention. It is about protecting your most valuable resource, your mental energy. It is a simple habit, but it is incredibly smart. We are learning so much together today. Are you starting to see the power of these boring habits? Are you seeing how they can lead to huge results? If you're finding this helpful, please hit that subscribe button or follow our podcast. On this channel, we don't talk about quick fixes or magic tricks. We focus on real strategies that truly work. Stay with me, because the next few habits are the ones that quietly build wealth and peace of mind. You don't want to miss them. Part 7. The boring habit of the 10-minute tidy. Let's look at another simple boring habit. The daily 10-minute tidy. What is this? This is not a deep clean of your whole house. No. This is not an organization project that takes your entire weekend. No. It is a simple 10-minute cleanup. You do it at the end of the day. It is a blitz, fast and easy. The goal is to reset your main living space, your living room maybe, or your kitchen. What do you do in these 10 minutes? Simple things. You put the mail in a drawer, you wipe down the kitchen counter, you fluff the pillows on the sofa, you put your shoes back in the closet. It is so small. The actions are so minor. Most people think, why should I do this? It's just going to get messy again tomorrow. What is the point? But this habit is not really about having a perfect clean home all the time. The real power is, again, in your mind. It is about the psychology of order. This habit works for two very big reasons. Let me explain. First, it prevents the feeling of being overwhelmed. A messy home doesn't happen all at once. Clutter grows one thing at a time. A jacket is left on a chair, a dish is left by the sink. Some mail is left on the counter, one shoe is by the door. The 10-minute tidy is the solution. It stops the mess before it becomes a monster. Think about the choice here. You can do one massive, stressful cleaning session on the weekend. You can spend 3 hours cleaning a house that has become very messy. You dread this job. You hate it. Or you can do tiny, painless 10-minute cleanups every day. This is a huge win for your mind. It is easy to find the energy for 10 minutes. It is hard to find the energy for 3 hours of cleaning that you hate. So that is the first reason. It prevents overwhelm. The second reason is even more important. The 10-minute tidy closes the loops in your brain. What does this mean? In your brain, every piece of clutter is an unfinished task. It is a tiny, quiet reminder that something needs to be done. It is an open loop. That pile of mail on the table, it is a little voice in your head saying, you need to take care of me. Those shoes by the door, another voice saying, I don't belong here, put me away. That empty cup on the coffee table, another open loop. Each piece of clutter is a small drain on your mental energy. It creates a low-level feeling of stress. It is a quiet noise in the background of your mind. This is why a tidy space feels like a calm space, because there are fewer open loops. There are fewer things screaming for your attention. When you declutter your home, you are really decluttering your mind. So, the 10-minute tidy is a ritual. It is a ritual of closure, of finishing. It draws a line in the sand. It separates the chaos of the day from the rest of the evening. It creates an environment that helps you relax. It helps you unwind, and it helps you sleep better. Another boring habit, another powerful result for your peace of mind. Part 8. The boring habit of tracking everything. Now let's talk about a habit that makes many people feel uncomfortable. It can make people squirm in their seats. The habit is tracking, specifically tracking your spending. This means writing down where every dollar, every penny goes. For many people, this feels restrictive. It feels like you are judging yourself. And it just feels tedious and boring. So much work. But for the people who are quietly winning the money game, for the people who are building wealth slowly and steadily, this habit is non-negotiable. It is something they must do. The habit is very simple in practice. Every dollar that comes in your salary and every dollar that goes out you're spending. It all gets written down. You can use an app on your phone. You can use a spreadsheet on your computer. You can use a simple paper notebook. The tool does not matter. The point of this habit is just one thing: awareness. You cannot change what you do not measure. Let me say that again. You cannot change what you do not measure. Most people live their financial lives in a fog. It is like walking in a room with no lights on. They know their big numbers. They know their salary. They know how much their rent costs. But the thousands of dollars in between, the money that disappears on small things, on coffees, on lunches, on subscriptions, on small online purchases, that money is a total mystery. It just vanishes. Tracking your spending is like flipping on a bright light in that dark room. At first, it can be uncomfortable. Your eyes have to adjust. You are forced to see the truth of your habits. You are forced to see how much you really spend on takeout food. You are forced to see the old subscriptions you forgot about, still taking money from your account every month. That moment of seeing the truth, that moment of clarity, that is where all the power is. For the first time, you can finally see where the leaks are in your financial boat. Maybe you find 2 subscriptions that cost $15 each per month. You cancel them, you save $30 a month. This does not feel like winning the lottery. It is not a huge, exciting change. But that is $360 a year, every year, money that you can now use to pay off debt or to invest for your future. Tracking your money changes your relationship with it. It transforms it completely. Every purchase you make becomes a conscious choice. It is no longer an automatic, mindless habit. Before you buy that $5 coffee, your brain, the brain of a tracker, asks a question. It asks, do I want this one coffee right now? Or do I want what an extra $2,500 a year in my investment account could become in the future? You start to think about the long term. You are no longer controlled by short-term feelings. Your boring friend who sits down every Sunday to update their budget, they are not being neurotic or obsessive. They are being the CEO of their own life, the chief executive officer. They are looking at the data and they are making smart decisions based on that data. They are steering their ship with purpose. They are replacing financial anxiety with financial control. That is an amazing trade. It is a boring habit that creates freedom. Part 9. The boring habit of reading before bed. Let's go back to the end of the day. The world is getting quiet. The sun has gone down. In homes all over the world, 2 different rituals are happening. Let's imagine the first person. This person is in bed. Their face is lit up by a cold blue light. It is the light from their smartphone. They are scrolling, endlessly scrolling, through social media, through news headlines, through short video clips. One video after another, one post after another. An hour goes by very fast. Now let's imagine the second person. This is your boring friend. This friend is also in bed, but their face is lit by a different light. It is a warm, soft glow, the light from a small lamp. And they are turning the pages of an actual book. A paper book. This simple choice. The choice between the phone and the book. It is one of the biggest differences between a life of quiet success and a life of quiet stress. Let me explain why scrolling on your phone before bed is a triple attack on your well-being. It hurts you in 3 ways. First, there's the physical attack. The blue light from your phone screen is famous for a reason. It tricks your brain. It suppresses a hormone called melatonin. Remember melatonin? It's the hormone that tells your brain it's time to sleep. So when you look at your phone, you are basically shouting at your brain, "Hey, it's the middle of the day. Wake up. Don't go to sleep." This makes it much harder to fall asleep and get good quality rest. Second, there is the psychological attack. Think about what you see on your phone. Social media. Social media is an engine of comparison. You see the perfect lives of other people. It can make you feel like your life is not good enough. It can cause anxiety and sadness. And what else do you see? The news. News feeds are often an engine of outrage and stress. You read about problems in the world and you feel angry or scared. So right before you try to sleep, you are flooding your brain with stress hormones. Hormones like cortisol and adrenaline. You are getting your brain all wired up and worried, right when it should be calming down. Now let's consider the boring alternative. Reading a book. Reading a book is a deliberate shutdown sequence for your brain. It is the opposite of the phone. Instead of the chaotic, fast, jumpy information from a phone, a book gives you a single straight line to follow, a story, an idea. It encourages your brain to do deep focus. This is a skill that is becoming rare today. Reading helps your mind detach from your own personal worries. You can escape into a different world. You can immerse yourself in a great story or a new idea. Reading is basically a form of meditation. Studies show that it slows your breathing. It relaxes your muscles. It sends a powerful signal to your body and mind that the day is over. It is time to rest. And here's the best part. The compounding effect. While you are relaxing, you are also learning. You are also growing. Imagine you read just 10 pages of a book every day, just 10 pages. It feels like almost nothing. It might take you 15 or 20 minutes. But what does that become over time? After 1 year, you have read 3,650 pages. That is the same as reading 10 or 12 books in a year. Over 10 years, the person who reads before bed has consumed a whole library of knowledge. They have learned about history, science, art, and human nature. They have sharpened their ability to focus. They have improved their vocabulary. And they have protected their precious sleep. And the person scrolling onto phone? They have spent the same amount of time, maybe thousands of hours over a decade. And what did they get? They consumed content that added very little long-term value to their life. And that content actively damaged their ability to rest and recover. This is a perfect example of our main idea today. 2 small, simple, boring choices. Phone or book. Compounded over time, these 2 small choices lead to 2 completely different lives. So it seems we have discovered the secret. It turns out your boring friends are winning at life. And they are winning because they understand a deep truth. A truth that our modern culture often tries to hide. The truth is this: real success is not an event. It is a process. Real success is the sum of 1,000 small choices, 1,000 unsexy choices, 1,000 relentlessly repeated choices. It is not about running a fast sprint. It is about keeping a slow, steady, daily pace. Your boring friend's life is not a highlight reel for social media. You will not see exciting photos of them making their bed or drinking water. Their life is a quiet story, a testament to the incredible power of compounding, the power of small things adding up. Each glass of water they drink is an investment in their focus. Each time they make their bed is a vote for self-discipline. Each night of good sleep is a masterclass in taking care of themselves. Each dollar they track is an act of taking control. Each page they read before bed is a small step towards wisdom. None of these things are heroic. None of them will get 1 million likes on Instagram. They are boring. But when you add them all together, day after day, week after week, the effect is unstoppable. While everyone else is looking for the next magic pill, the next quick fix, the next secret hack, the boring friend is just laying one brick. Perfectly. Every single day. And over time, they build a fortress. A fortress of health. A fortress of wealth. A fortress of clarity and peace of mind. A fortress that nothing can shake. And here's the biggest surprise of all. This boring path is the one that creates true freedom. It creates freedom from debt. It creates freedom from feeling tired all the time. It creates freedom from the stress of a messy, chaotic life. So the next time you see your friend with their simple, predictable routine, don't see a person who is boring. See a master. See a master of the long game. See someone who knows the real secret. The secret is that extraordinary lives, amazing, happy, successful lives are built on a foundation of ordinary, consistent habits. The choice is yours, my friend. You can keep chasing fireworks that disappear in a second, or you can start quietly laying your own bricks, one by one, day by day. Your journey of learning English is the same. It is not about one big moment. It is about small moments of practice every day. Listening to this podcast is one of your bricks. Be proud of that. Learning a new language or building a new life takes time. Be kind to yourself. Be patient with your progress. So I will ask you a question. What is one boring brick you can lay starting today? Just one. Maybe it's drinking a glass of water tomorrow morning. Maybe it's making your bed. Maybe it's reading one page of a book. Please let me know in the comments below. I would love to hear your ideas. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. I hope you feel inspired and hopeful. Remember to be kind to yourself. You are doing a great job. If you enjoyed this, a like or a follow is always deeply appreciated. It helps our community grow. See you next time, my friend.